Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ZenHD. So we finally got our pasture built. We will basically assign this cattle, and we will need another herdsman to maintain that particular area. So we will assign that to him. As you can see, the size of the actual building does affect the amount of animals you can maintain. So right now we have 2 out of 7 that are able to be produced and maintained. If you get a overflow, they're basically transformed into meat or food. So it is getting into winter. Our villagers our citizens are busy working. And here comes the merchant. Let's see what he has on hand that we can trade. Oh wow, he actually has a lot. Whoa. So we have a lot of different things to choose from. Let's see if we can get some pear seeds. I think that might be good. That will allow us to produce. The seeds actually allow us to produce in the farms. And here you have to be very careful because you can overpay. I mean, this is this is basically what it means to barter. You have certain items that are available and they cost a certain amount, and depending on how many you have on hand, you know, that's your trade value. And sometimes you can overpay, which, you know, I mean, I didn't really overpay that much, only by 2 units, which I'm fine with. I don't mind giving them a good tip, if you know what I mean. Alright, so apparently we need more work. Yeah, I believe we need more workers here. So, we'll assign another herdsman. And again, that brings our reserve down to 4. In case anyone dies, they'll basically be pulled from that reserve. If you don't have a reserve and you know, someone happens to pass away, they will not have anyone to replace them, so that job goes undone, in a sense, I guess. So again, it is good to have a a reserve full of laborers if you can maintain it. And actually, I think now would be a good time to actually start building some houses. All right, now you see the that particular sign, that icon. Sometimes you may not or run out of materials to convert into, let's say hide coats or whatever. That sign will pop up letting you know that your reserve is low for that particular item that's needed. Currently, we're doing really well with the food. We increased to 39,000 food, which is great.
Motherfucker, what are you doing up so early?
That was a friend of mine, Centribine from the 63 Regiment. Shout out to you, homie. He actually is in charge of or running and maintaining the Napoleonic Wars League, which is a very, very demanding job, I must say. He's been doing a really, really great job with that. So, again, shout out to you. And yeah, I mean, we have a lot of great guys in our community. We play a lot of different games. If you play Rocket League, we are on that. If you play Arma, we are on that. But we primarily play, mostly Napoleonic Wars. If you're not familiar with that, I do have some video of some gameplay, as well as some fun videos, for the community. But yeah, I mean, it's so much fun to be a part of. They are really, really a great group of guys. I cannot stress that enough. But anyway, back to the game. Our reserve is going back up, so we have about 10 laborers, doing general work. That means cutting down trees, maybe performing other duties that need to be done. I may consider producing another farm. However, that may eat into my forest that I have here. Those are things to consider when, placing down buildings. Let's go ahead and place an orchard. Alright. And let's extend the road to the limits of the orchard. The roads help your citizens travel a lot faster. I believe they also protect them from certain occurrences, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes trees may fall, and if they're traveling like this person is through the forest, they have a chance of getting killed. Let's see, the merchant is back again. He has pepper seeds and bean seeds. Would I be interested in that? Maybe the bean seeds? I don't really know the benefits, to be honest, of each particular commodity. However, I do like beans. Alright, and as you can see, I don't have venison, so I can't make a even trade, or I'll be overpaying by 4 units, but that is fine. I'm okay with that. So now we have bean seeds. That's another commodity we can produce, or we're now able to produce. So let's start farming for pears. We can increase the amount of workers we have now, or farmers. And with that, we'll create more. Actually, let's see. This is the realm of that, and that's. We can still produce some more houses in that particular area, without interfering with these realms where they actually take resources from. And I believe this is the first time I've reached over 40,000 units of food. That I am very, very satisfied with. For the most part, everything has been going rather well, I must say. Alright, so that being said, I'll be upping the... Oh, looks like we're having a really bad snowstorm. I'll be upping the iron limits, as well as the stone limits, so that way we have a higher reserve for those particular items. Your workers will continue mining those for those particular resources until it's reached. And here we have some deer. And your citizens are essentially diligently working, as they should be. Now when building, I've noticed that it does take a lot of foresight. Certain things directly affect other things such as, the forest lodge. Like I said, they have a certain realm where they farm resources from. Also the hunting cabin as well. If you sort of, build too deep, it limits the amount of resources they can actually pick up. I would like to build more farms. It's always good, I think, to have a lot of food at your disposal. The only thing is, I don't really want to go too far into. What is that? Could be venison, I think. Looks like a bug. But yeah, man, this is such a relaxing game. Literally, you just, are basically monitoring the production of your village. And we've reached 107 population, 31 students, and 42 children. I try to keep the population, somewhere where around half. I think that's a good average. You don't want to produce that much because then that they require a lot more resources such as food, and unless you're ready for that type of expansion, I always try to go slow and easy, if you know what I mean. Alright, so our pastures are doing well. We have a little calf and some baby sheep. Awesome. They're producing wool, and actually you can see how much wool they actually produce in the previous seasons. So 12 wool was produced. You can also go to the cattle. They haven't produced anything because that was a relatively new thing, but we can check out the fishing docks. As you can see, they produced 1,182 fish during the previous season. So you can kind of gauge, where they're supposed to be at, and if anything, affects that their production. Alright, so the markets are almost full. Alright, one of our gatherers died. He was replaced by Polly. And we have a notification that the merchant is here. So now we have peach seeds and corn seeds, and I think we already have corn seeds. I'm not too really interested in peach seeds. Actually, I would have, but it doesn't. Oh wait, we can purchase it. Sorry, I thought we didn't have enough. Actually, let's purchase some peach seeds. Alright, so we'll be overpaying by 4 units, which is not bad. Actually, hmm. Actually, I will hold off on that, and I'll tell you why. If you take a look at our amount of stored tools and also the stored clothes, this is what your villagers have on hand. And with the trading post, how it works is basically you keep a reserve of let's say hide coats, 200 hide coats, right? And we have about 40 iron tools. Um, they're taken from your original reserve to replenish the trading post. And if we give out, let's say 160, that pulls 160 from the stored amount, which is about 200, and that's rather low. So this is a great example of resource management. You have to sort of look, because if let's say, I mean, right now, let's say if we're about to get into winter, your villagers need coats. They need, iron tools to get their job done the most efficiently. Um, but yeah, that's a great example. I would have loved to have those peach seeds, but I guess we'll have to wait on the next return of the merchant. Alright, so the woodcutters are going at it. The miners are busy hammering away. Now I was thinking here, maybe we can build like a row of houses. I think I'll start doing that, because around this area we are building, certain jobs, and they need to access them. The shorter walk, the better for them. It gives, and the better for you. They're able to produce faster. So here we'll plop down 3 houses. And we'll also, let's see if we can build a road that attaches. And that should do it. You can also upgrade buildings as well, especially the houses. And we're gonna begin upgrading this particular house. Let's see. Unfortunately, it leaves certain people homeless, such as this person right here. I was hoping that they would get these houses built quick enough, so that way they can have a home to return to. But we'll see how. Hold on. What? You received an award. Smites all around. You've received an award, healthy. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Thank you very much. That's the first time that I noticed that. Also, a teacher has... Whoa! Look at our reserve. It's almost 20 laborers. Holy moly. Alright, that gives us time to... Let's up our... or assign people to jobs. So we need more farmers, right? That would be good. We also need, let's see, fishermen we can use more of. So we keep it at the max. 24 is the max. So we'll max that out. Let's see, woodcutters we're good. Foresters we're good. Herbalists we don't really need. We have enough herbs. Let's see, what else do we need? Stonecutters. I don't really want to put too many stonecutters, but we could actually. Let's put 5 stonecutters to 5 miners. They'll be mining for coal and what is this resource? Iron. Those are resources you actually need to build houses and things like that. Herdsmen, we have the max, so 3 is the max. So, slowly but surely, we are expanding. And I may actually... Let's see. That may be a good spot to maybe create more houses. Let's try this. I'm gonna try to see if I can... Let's build a road to complete that. And as your population grows, you need to provide more jobs for your people. Now, you can see our amount of stored food is going down. So we need to produce more jobs that create food. Let's place it right there. This is the fishing dock. So we have a fishing dock. Let's place a road to connect it. And we'll also be placing a storage barn next to the fishing dock as well. And this is the reason why actually, it's not... We'll put it nearby because due to the terrain, it's not allowing us to place it in that particular area. But we can place it nearby, and that's okay. As you can see, the merchant is rowing steadily. Alright, so we'll place it right there. Let's see what the merchant... Oh! Alright, so some sheep and cattle, and we have enough already as it is, so there's no need to purchase any more. We're actually doing pretty nicely. We have 6 of 15 so far. Still 3 of 7, but that's an adult now, which is great. hopefully we'll be able to produce more cows. So now that house is updated, and with these particular houses, they use, I think they use less fuel. Um, so it's always good to upgrade. Um, let's see, let's upgrade this one. Nobody's living in this house, so that means that there's actually room for them to move over to a new house. For these, let's see. Yeah, these houses are already lived in. As well as these houses. So that's a good thing. Um, Again, it encourages your citizens to reproduce. Holy moly, what? Oh my god, I forgot to plant. That's what happens. That is what happens. And as you can see here, our forest is back. It's plush, and we can begin cutting down once again. But unfortunately, due to me not being vigilant, we almost shot down the whole damn forest. So now we have to cut the production of logs and focus on planting. And as you can see, our pear orchard is looking really nice. Let's assign some more farmers if we can. We have 2 more available. And you know what? Let's actually up the stone cutting. So we currently have 8 workers working in the quarry. Alright, so this structure is waiting to be upgraded. Our graveyard is slowly filling up. So we'll have to find a replacement soon. I'm wondering where we can place that. Maybe I'll do a small one right in this area. Doesn't really interfere with the forest. So I'll build that now. So we'll go into cemetery. I'll do it there. Well, no. Let's just do it that large. I wonder if we can demolish these. So the herdsmen are working away. Farmers are working hard in the fields. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or suggestions, please post them in the comments section below. And I'll see you guys on the next time. Take care.